see, we're underway here in Week 4.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. You got to shake that off and get going.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Let's go now.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Saints had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
And now it's 2nd down.
You look at this Saints defense.
And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd and 2, Dowling. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Black Ultra. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Dowling. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Ready, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Flushed out right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Ready up. Set, cut.
On 1st and 10. Downing.
That one finds Pierce right side.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there.
Here we go.
And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Drill, 52. Cut.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He's got room at the 30.
And finally taken down at the 15. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that.
Ready,
but if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he is going to lose yardage here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll try the right side with Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Cut.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Come on, set.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Cut, cut.
Back to throw here.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On the ready. Set.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Yellow. Cheetah. Cheetah.
Looking to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Let's go. Edo blue. Red cycle. Cut.
Throwing on first down. Dowling. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Steps away. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Harris running straight ahead. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Shedding the tackle. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
Right.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. From the gun on 3rd down. Dowling.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. They hand this off to Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Got it.
Now 2nd and 5.
Set.
They'll run again with Harris. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
White. Set. Go.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Set. Hunt.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Yellow. Set. Hunt.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And just shedding him off there. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. George Pickens, 74 yards.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Claws red. 10 cycles. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On the set.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Yellow. Set.
They start to drive with White. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
17. Saints nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list.
Here we
When you
go.
can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Saints 13-yard line.
Watch out now. 50. Ready.
Read option. This is White.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ready.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Ready.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Come on,
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Ready, break. Blaster, 6. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Ready. Hut.
On the give, this is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he
Here we go.
ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone,
ready.
and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Set.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Set.
This is Harris. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Go set.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught right side. It turns. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on second down. Downing. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Down.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Stays on his feet.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
1st down, here's White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Rashad White.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Buccaneers are able to add on to that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
First throw now for the backup Carr.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play action. Now it's Carr. This is complete. Finds his man Hurns. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
What now?
The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Carr again. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. It's tough to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. The connection made, it's Graham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the 9-yard line.
What's up?
Again, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Complete to A.T. Perry. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hey, 734. Get set.
Harris fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Touchdown, Saints! Damian Harris, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up, 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
They give to White on the option.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football, CD. That's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
On third and long, it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now Carr, gotta have this one.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.